Hi, it's Tash. Welcome to Tash's Library. Today's video is my February TBR game. I can't believe I'm already doing my February TBR game, but these are my favorite games to play, favorite videos to film. So as usual, I'm going to be participating in Buzzwordathon, and the February title prompt for that is a water-related word. So I'm going to try and include a book that has that. And then the cover related prompt is a skyline. So that can be a city skyline or any skyline where you see the horizon. So I'm going to have to look for a cover that has that as well. All right, let's go to the board. And this is my TBR game board. I move in an anti-clockwise direction with my trusty little Lego Eeyore and throw 2 dice. If I throw a double, I add a roll, and then I pick up a card corresponding to the color I land on. Red is It's a Vibe, so there'll be genres and tropes. Yellow, All in the Making, is publication details and authors. Blue, What's in a Name, are title prompts. Purple, From Cover to Cover, are cover prompts. And green, It's So Random, are different games like Pick a Wheels. So without further ado, let us begin with roll number 1. And that is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a Vibe. And that is a book with a quest or a heist. Excellent, because that's going to have fantasy quests on my all-time favorites. And I've got a few in mind. It's a Vibe, and it's a book with a heist or a quest. For this one, I'm going to go with Dan Simmons' Endymion, which is the 3rd book in the Hyperion Cantos. Hyperion basically follows these pilgrims who go on a journey to locate this intriguing yet terrifying creature called the Shrike in order to gain some sort of boon. During the journey, they tell their tales to each other in the vein of the Canterbury Tales. So Endymion, however, takes place 274 years after the fall of Hyperion, which is the 2nd book. And I'm going to keep it super vague, but a character in this is sent on a quest to retrieve an item from one of the time tombs, which I mentioned in the 1st book. So yes, it is a quest, and I'm really looking forward to getting to this one. Sorry, it is a little bit shiny, but yes, I think this will be a superbly fun book to get to. I love the first 2 books, and also just continuing series, which is one of my goals for 2025. Roll number 2 is a 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yellow, All in the Making. And that is a sequel. Perfect, because I'm trying to complete series this year. All in the Making, and this time it's a sequel. For this one, it's a no-brainer. I have to go with All Clear by Connie Willis. This is the direct sequel to Blackout. These books are within the Oxford Time series, where you have a group of historians who time travel back to the past in order to do research. Blackout and All Clear are set in the Second World War, where different historians go to different parts of that particular historical era. So some go to Dunkirk, some go to the Blitz, etc. It is incredibly poignant, incredibly readable, and I'm dying to see what happens to the characters. Editing Tash here. Apologies for the different nail color in these rolls, but I lost some footage and I had to reenact them because I'd already filmed the subsequent pics. So yes, apologies for that. I hope you're okay with that. All right, next roll. And it's an 8. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Green. And this one is going to be a random series pick. It's so random, and it's a random series pick. So let's go to the jar. All right, this is my series jar. I've got the names of all the series that I have started. Now, this may be a few months out of date, but that's okay, because in a way it'll be probably quite good to finish series that have been on my TBR for longer. So I'm okay with that. Now, there are some good series where I only have one book to go. I've got some series that are priorities for me in the 2025. However, there was some series that I really don't want to start this year. So this could go very badly or very well. I don't know, but gonna give it a good shake. Gonna open it up, and then I'm gonna blindly pick one. All right, got this one. I'm going to unwrap it. His Dark Materials. I am so happy with this because this is a series I'm really enjoying. I've read the first one. I definitely want to get to the second one in this trilogy. Oh my gosh, this is like the best. This is the best. So I think the second one's A Subtle Knife. Oh my God, I'm so happy with this pick. I am superbly happy with this pick. So this will be the second book in His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. So that is the A Subtle Knife. Now the first book, Northern Lights, follows Lyra, who goes on this epic journey to try and find a kidnapped friend. This is sort of an alternate sort of history, wonderful fantasy world. It is just such fun, and I'm really looking forward to continuing the series, and particularly like the polar bears. Polar bears are cool. Roll number 4 is a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Purple cover prompt. And that is a bird on the cover. Fun. That's super fun. I love cover prompts. From cover to cover, and this time it's a bird on the cover. I'm going to take the opportunity to complete a duology here, which I really should have done by now, but this is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. So this is the sequel to Six of Crows, in which a ragtag team plan a daring heist. It is superbly fun. The characters are great. It was a 5-star read for me, and I'm really hoping that Crooked Kingdom will bring it home. Roll number 5 is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Purple, another cover prompt. An illustrated spine. Another from cover to cover, and this time it's an illustrated spine. I'm going to take the opportunity to get a book that I received for my birthday on here, and that's The Daughter of Dr. Moreau by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. It does have plant life depicted on the spine, so I'm quite happy with that. I think that fits it. And Sylvia Moreno Garcia is one of my favorite authors at this stage. I absolutely love her writing. And this particular book is inspired by H.G. Wells' The Island of Dr. Moreau, in which a scientist undertakes very disturbing experiences. So this follows Carlotta growing up in a distant and luxuriant estate, safe from the conflict and strife of the Yucatan Peninsula. She is the only daughter of an eccentric and dangerous genius. His experiments, a motley group of hybrid monstrosities, are blindly loyal to their creator. I love her settings. They generally all in Mexico, and gorgeous cover. I'm looking forward to this one. Is a 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another green. And this time it's a random number, a book grid. It's so random, and this is a random number book grid. Now, one of the other things I really want to do this year is read more nonfiction. I've generally tried to read a few. I do love my science books. And 2024 only saw me read 4 nonfiction books, which is insane. Now, I have already read one book in 2025. Unruly by David Mitchell. So I'm going to see if I can maybe try to get a non-fiction on most months. So what I'm going to do for my book grid is I'm going to choose 6 non-fiction books, number them, and then use a random number generator to see which book I'm going to read. Now, 5 of these have actually been gifted to me for Christmas, which is another incentive to get to them. And then the 6th one is a book that I've had on my shelf for quite some time, yet another incentive. So the first one is A Blue Machine by Helen Zersky. I read her Storm in a Teacup, which looks at physics in 2024. This one just explores the Earth's oceans, looking at it as a single engine powered by sunlight. So A Blue Machine. She is an expert in oceans, I think. So, and I love her writing style. So hopefully I can get to that one. The second book, number 2, is Worth Dying for, which is The Power and Politics of Flags. So this is more about geopolitics, and it sounds really, really intriguing because it's fascinating about the symbology of flags and the political power that they actually have. I'm actually really hoping I get this one because I'm super keen to get to this one straight away. The third book is The Secret World of Weather. And anyone who knows me knows I'm fascinated by weather. I love just to learn how it works. I don't truly understand it, but that's why I keep reading books about it. So yes, I'm really super keen to see what this one has in store for me. Book number 4 is Liquid Rules, which basically just looks how different liquids behave. Sounds pretty cool because liquids can be truly fascinating. Book number 5, Through the Language Glass. So why the world looks different in other languages. This is a definite topic that interests me. I just find it fascinating how different words can create such a different understanding of our world. And the final book is Your Inner Fish, which is just about evolution. So looking at why our bodies look and work the way they do, going way back to the beginnings of biology. All right, so they're the 6 books. So I've got a number generator, which I've set up there. I'm just gonna hit generate. I've done 1 to 6. 5, cool. So that means I get to read Through the Language Glass, which sounds superbly interesting. So it's a question that has baffled, enraged, and fascinated in equal measure for over a century. Does the language you speak affect the way you think? Contrary to the fashionable consensus of today, acclaimed author Guy Deutscher believes that the answer is a resounding yes. On an odyssey that takes us from Homer to Darwin, from scientists to savages, and from how to name the rainbow to why Russian water, a she, becomes a he once you have dipped a tea bag into her. Through the Language Glass explores some of the most intriguing and controversial questions about language, culture, and the human mind. So I'm super keen to get that onto my TBR. Roll number 7 is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bookworm game. Exciting. I love the bookworm game. Super obscure prompts. Let's go to it. And this is the bookworm game, which I play. And I don't play the gaming as the rules say. I just actually use the prompt cards. And the prompt cards look like this, where you've got green prompts, which are easy-ish. Then you've got yellow, orangey prompts, and then you've got red prompts. And the way I do it is I throw a die. If I throw 1 or 2, I pick the green prompt. If I throw 3 or 4, I pick the orange prompt. And if I throw 5 or 6, I pick the red prompt. All right, so I'm going to shuffle the cards. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle really well. And really hope for a good one because some of these prompts are actually insane. They are super insane. And I've had a few months now with Bookworm Game. And they haven't been too bad. They've been doable. But let's hope I continue with that. Okay, something pink. things in hardware stores and things in Big Bang Theory. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of thinking green or red are going to be the easiest for me. But let's see what I get. 5, of course. Okay, things in Big Bang Theory. All right, so I reckon there I can either pick things from the Big Bang Theory TV show, but I can also pick things that are actually reminiscent of the Big Bang Theory and sort of astrophysics in general. So the easy one, I guess, would be to pick anything that has some sort of science book. Anyway, I'll see what I can find, if I can find something closer. All right, we got a bookworm game, and this time it's things in Big Bang Theory. So I've decided to go with the actual Big Bang and think about the things that develop due to the Big Bang. So for me, I'm going to pick it to sleep in a sea of stars, because obviously the Big Bang saw the eventual formation of stars. Now, I don't know, that's probably stretching it, and I probably should have just gone more, I don't know, something about singularities and cosmic or whatever. But I actually really want to get this book onto my TBR, because it is the final spot that I need to fulfill the R Fantasy bingo board for alliteration in the title. So to sleep in a sea of stars. Also, this book will fulfill the buzzword, water-themed word, which is sea. So I think this will be a good pick. And you know what? It is a big chunker, but I'm looking forward to it because it's apparently like a space opera type thing. So if I can just keep it on screen for you. All right. So space holds countless secrets. She just found the deadliest one. During a routine survey of an uncolonized planet, Kira finds an alien relic. At first she's thrilled, but elation turns to horror when the ancient dust around her begins to move. First Contact isn't at all what she imagined. I am a sucker for First Contact novel, and I'm looking forward to this one. And the final roll, maybe. This will be a first. This is the final roll. It's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Title prompt. And that is an object in the title. So that can be like could be a weapon or a table or a suitcase, anything like that. Well, this is unprecedented. I only had 8 rolls. Oh my gosh, I can't remember when that last happened. But anyway, I have a title prompt, what's in a name, and it's an object in the title. So I'm going to continue a series once again. Go me. Look how good I'm being. All right, so I'm going to continue the Chronicles of Amber by Roger Zelazny, one of my other favorite authors at the moment. The second book is called The Guns of Avalon. Guns are objects. So I think that fits. But basically, I just want to get onto this because I absolutely adored The 9 Princes of Amber, and I want to continue this series and hopefully finish this series in 2025. So it follows a young man who wakes up in a hospital with no memory of his identity or his past. What he learns about himself is too fantastical to be believed and too important to be ignored. He is Corwin, the crown princess of Amber, and heir to the throne. He has the power to travel between worlds, each a strange reflection of the original shadows of Amber itself. He is also in mortal danger. Super epic, fun fantasy. Then in terms of buzzword cover prompt, I suppose I could technically pick Amber, but I think the one that probably fits closest is Endymion, because you do have a skyline there, you have the horizon. So that should fit that prompt nicely. So that's it. That's my TBR for February. Now, a lot of people have requested that I provide my game. So what I've done is I've included below, and I've done it for my January video as well, is I have a Google Drive that has the board for free. So you can download the board, print it yourself. There's also a list of the prompts in a Word document style. So you can definitely use the prompts, adapt them if you like, create, put them up to cards, whatever you like. But I've also put a link to make playing cards where I've created my actual cards. So if you want the actual set of cards that I have with the little cover colors on the back, you can print it on that. I have pretty much just set it to the price that they're wanting for it, with just a very, very minor couple dollars markup. So yeah, so feel free to use that if you like as well. But you don't need to, because you got the prompts if you want to. But anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this pick. If there's any book that you feel I should start with because it's your favorite. Tell me if you didn't like any of these books. Until I see you next time, take care.